Good day. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Wisnu Adisukma. I'm from Institut Seni Indonesia, Surakarta. I will explain my paper. The title is Surya Majapahit Symbol. Introduction. Surya Majapahit is believed to be a symbol of the Majapahit Empire, is found in the relic from the Majapahit era. Majapahit Empire is still one of the cultural foundations in Indonesia. The empire, whose real name is Wilwatikta, was staged in its history to reach its peak of glory under Hayam reign with Gajah Mada as Mahapatih. A symbol, especially the empire, must have the meaning behind being. In the Japanese word, many things are not explicitly stated, but instead use the language of implied symbol, but have deep meanings. Therefore, it is considered important in examining the meaning of the Surya Majapahit symbol. Basic theory. The theoretical framework in this article is a framework of art history with iconographic theory and iconological methods by Erwin Panofsky. It's consisting of the stages of pre-iconography, iconographic analysis, and interpretation of iconology. First, the pre-iconographic stage. In this stage is to identify and describe the phenomena of art based on visual characteristics that appear, such as configuration of line, colors, shapes, techniques, material use, and others. First, the iconographic analysis stage. The process of reading secondary meaning from textual aspect, like visual feature or artistic motif, by looking at the relationship between the visual characteristic. Third, the iconological interpretation stage. This stage is the stage to provide subtle or basic intrinsic or symbolic meaning of the object of the work of art in order to ensure the philosophical principles of the works of art in this era. At this stage, the use of the depiction Surya Majapahit will be done using the symbol theory by Susan Kingsley Langer. Discussion. Pre-iconographic stage. The style of the artwork itself can be detected through the element of fine art and the qualitative relationship between the elements to obtain certainly about the style of Surya Majapahit artwork. Contrast. The contrast in Surya Majapahit arises from the relief carving, so that some are sunken and arise. The result of the sculpture bring out figures that can be seen so that the fine arts element in the Surya Majapahit symbol are clearly visible. Line. In the Surya Majapahit symbol, the line appears expressly as an outline that limits between objects, so that the differences between the figure in the symbol are easily identified. Line are products from sculpture arising in the relief of the Surya Majapahit emblem. Texture. The shape of image that appears, as well as the pour of the stone in the relief of the Surya Majapahit symbol will be felt by the sense of touch according to the form. Composition. The relief composition of the Surya Majapahit symbol is arranged with a symmetrical balance to achieve unity of form. So, the distance between the pins, the height, and the width of the god figure. The god figure, the shape of the circle looks very precisely. Later, The Surya Majapahit symbol, although it has a repetitive rhythm, is not monotonous. Center of interest. The center of attention is an important aspect of art. With the center of attention can be seen the main theme of a work of art. In the symbol of Surya Majapahit, the focus is on the octagonal ray. Based on the formal analysis and then corrected using the theory of the style proposed by Edmund Hugh Feldman, the style of the agency symbolic bird with the sun basic shape can be categorized into formal order styles. That is, work of art created through the application of size patterns that are methodological way to achieve balance, stability, and beauty. Based on the technique used by Surya Majapahit style of work with the basic form, the sun, it can be categorized as a symbolism style, which is an implementation of the flow of symbolism. Second stage, iconography. The second stage will begin by understanding aspect of the Surya Majapahit context, which will then be analyzed in each section of the artwork that has a connection with the types of the era. In the Japanese word, many things are not implicitly stated, but instead using the language of symbol that is implied but has a deep meaning. This is also possible in the manifestation of Surya Majapahit, a symbol of Japanese human life that is still preserved even today. While the element of Hinduism associated with the form of the gods in the sun, where the gods are deities known in Hinduism, known as the Dewata Nawasanga. Dewata Nawasanga represents the 9 aspect of Yang Widi, Esa in many, as Lord Shiva, who fill all direction of the compass. In the east of Iswara, southeast Maheswara, south of Brahma, southwest of Rudra, west of Mahadeva, northwest of Sankara, north of Vishnu, and northeast of Sambhu. Third stage, iconological. The meaning of the Surya Majapahit symbol will be carried out based on synthetic intuition that is influenced by the psychological condition and outlook of life of the author. Besides that, corrective principles are used in the form of cultural phenomena and symbol theory from Susan Kingsley Langer. The meaning of the Surya Majapahit depicts the deity Nawasanga, which describes a relationship between big universe or Jagat Gede. In Hinduism is Astadikpalaka, and the little universe or Jagat Cilik in Hinduism is Pancamaya. That is stored in the heart of human being, which is the mirroring of depiction of Hastabrata's teaching. The 8 main practice referred to as Hastabrata consists of Hambagin Kismo behavior. A leader who is always compassionate to anyone. Kismo means land. Hambagin Tirta behaviors. A leader must be fair as the water is anyways level. Waters never intense and old love in choose love. Hambagin Dahono behavior. A leader must be straight like a burning fire, but thought consideration based on common sense that can be accounted for so that it does not bring damage to the earth. behavior of Hambeging Samirono. A leader must be conscientious wherever he is. Good and bad, the people must be known by the eyes of the head himself, without depending on report from subordinates. Subordinate tends to be selective in giving information to try to please the leader. 5. Hambeging Samudra behavior. A leader must be as forgiving as a great ocean that is ready to accommodate anything that is washed away from the mainland. Solar Hambeging behavior. A leader must inspire his subordinate like the sun that always illuminates the earth and gives give energy to every creature. Hambeging Condro behavior. Condro is the moon. A leader must provide a smoothing illumination as the moon shines brightly but not hot, even as the moonlight looks beautiful. Hambeging Kartiko behavior. Kartiko is the meaning is the star. The meaning of a leader must remain confident even though there is a lack in him, like the stars in the sky, although very small, but optimistically ready their light and a contribution to life. When the Japanese are able to understand and apply a Hastabrata in his life, it will make him a great leader. The learning of the leadership that makes Hayam Wuruk able to bring the Majapahit Empire in glory. As a power center in Nusantara, Hayam Wuruk tries to reveal that Surya Majapahit is the cosmic axis, the center of the world, the origin of all, the root of all roots, the Paran or the axis mundi. In many aspects, the cosmology of Japanese religion reflected in Surya Majapahit extend, integrating natural knowledge and metaphysical, social and artistic belief of the Majapahit people. Conclusion. In this article, upon which its context has been obtained thought and analysis of the style or flow as well as themes that illustrate aspects of belief, social and cultural aspects that are related to Surya Majapahit's symbol. From the formal analysis above also conclude that the Surya Majapahit artwork is a symbol of human behavior as a leader, as leads a leader from himself to be able to become the mind human being referred to as Hastabrata or eight leadership practice. Thus, Hayam Wuruk tries to reveal that Surya Majapahit in the cosmic axis, the center of the world, the origin of all, the roots of all roots, the Paran or the axis mundi. Thank you for your attention and I'm sorry for all. For me, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.